We see 12 sides of Priyanka Chopra and What's Your Rashi. The actress admits it was 11 more roles than she was ready for. Anyway, she's here to admit a little bit more as she's graciously agreed to answer questions by members of our AVS television fan club. Priyanka, welcome to AVS. Tell us, how was the premiere at TIFF?
Well, it was fantastic. There were so many people who came to support the film, and it was so encouraging to just see everybody sitting there and saying, oh, we're dying to see the film and we're really excited. And Toronto's always been very special and very, very supportive of me especially, and coming down here just, gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling. It was really nice.
What did you think of the venue? Roy Thompson Hall is just gorgeous, isn't it?
Well, it was beautiful. I remember, sitting, well, the only thing actually while I was sitting in the car and looking around was, all I could see was people. And the only thing that was going on in my head was, oh my God, all these people are going to be watching the movie. It's the first time they're going to be seeing it. And so it's the world premiere. It's the first time the movie screened with an audience. So I was really nervous. I don't even think I noticed where I was.
Okay, so we asked our Facebook friends to post some questions for you. The first one comes from Preeti Arora in New Jersey. She wants to know, out of the 12 roles in What's Your Rashi, which one do you identify with the most?
Well, thank you, Preeti. There's a part of me in all the girls, especially because I had to play all of them without the help of special effects and prosthetics. I had to make sure that they're all different from each other. So I think I relate with all of them, but if I had to pick one which was closest to my personality, it would probably be, I think, the Aquarian girl, Sanjana. She's a lot like me, even though the Cancerian girl, because I'm a Cancer, is a lot like me. She's really emotional and she's really loyal and honest. That's a lot like me too, but as a person, I'm a lot like Sanjana.
Runjul Patel writes, as an actress, what kinds of challenges and problems do you face in the industry, and particularly in this film? Are there any problems memorizing lines for 12 roles?
Well, Runjul, it's really, memorizing the lines are the last of my worries, trust me, especially when it came to this film. What was most difficult was to make sure they were all different from each other, and because there's just one me playing all 12 of the girls, and there's just one scene and probably one song to make sure that you as an audience feel that you know the girl. So that was what was most challenging. And of course, I faced so many troubles when I come on set. It's, to remember which character I am playing and not to blend it with the other one, or to make sure I don't speak like the other girl or walk like someone else. And so I had to remember each character, and I think that was most difficult.
Aisha wants to know, what's the funniest pickup line you've ever heard, and did it work?
Oh God, trust me, not too many people try picking me up. It's the tragedy of my life. But no, it didn't. And I think the cheesiest one was, in fact, I've used it for a film of mine as well. This guy comes up to me with a cup of coffee and said, oh, I got you a cold coffee because you're just so hot. And I was just like, thanks, And it did not work because I thought it was really cheesy, but I've used it in my next film, which is called Pyar Impossible.
Gabby from New York asks, you always remain calm and cool through tabloid-driven storms. How do you stay so level-headed?
Oh, you should see me when I'm not in front of the camera. But for the tabloid-driven storms, I think it's best to maintain your dignity when it comes to the world. And people who care about me, my family, my friends, of course they'll know how I really feel, but I don't believe in making a tamasha of myself, really. And it's nice to just maintain a silence unless it's, of course, something I feel I need to clarify, but usually it's just malicious and rubbish rumors, so I don't like to give it importance.
Masood from Toronto writes, when you found out that Ashutosh Gowariker cast you in 12 roles, what was your reaction?
Well, thanks, Masood. And the first thing I did when I found out about the 12 roles was, oh my God, I so have to do this movie, because nobody in the world, no female actor in the world has ever played that many parts. So I was like, wow, that's so cool. And for the next 10 days, I was totally excited, and I was telling everyone. And then I walked into Ashutosh's office, and it hit me that, what did I take on? And that's when the excitement died and the stress began.
Jyoti from Washington, D.C. says, Priyanka, I just loved your performance in Aitraz, and I want to know if that's your dream role, or is your dream role yet to come?
Wow. Jyoti, I've done a lot of films in a very short span of time, but I've done so many various kinds of characters. Like Aitraz was one of my most special films, definitely. But I was really, really young when I was doing Aitraz, so I never really realized what I was doing. It was just like about a year or two into my career, and I was, I think I had very little experience. So I think Aitraz, thank God it happened the way it did, and the entire credit of it goes to Abbas Mastan. But also, Fashion is a film that is very special to me. Kamine, another one. In terms of performances, if I had to pick, Dawn is another one because I was playing this, action character. And now, What's Your Rashi, I think, for sure, playing 12 different parts.
Anita from Pennsylvania wants to know, how do you stay in shape? Do you have a diet and exercise regimen?
Oh my God, I hate answering this question because I just bust the myth so badly. Okay, so I'm a really lazy person. I'm really honest, that's why I'm telling you this. But I should be going to the gym because it's a healthy thing to do, and but I don't. I kind of wait, even if the elevator stops working, I kind of wait downstairs. I don't even like walking up the stairs. So diet, I love burgers. I'm a junk food junkie. So yeah, it's the not ideal answer that you probably want to hear, but how do I stay in shape? Metabolism. I think I was blessed. Thank God my parents had great genes.
Taranjit Parmar from Vancouver asks, what do you think of your journey in Bollywood so far? Have you achieved the goal that you set out for yourself when you first entered films?
Well, Taranjit, when I first entered films, I never really thought I'd be staying too long. I was doing it just for fun. I never really took it seriously until about 2 years into my career, because I wanted to be an engineer. This just kind of happened to me. Somewhere along the way, I realized that filmmaking is not just fun and games, and it's serious work, and it's an art, and it's a craft. You have to hone your skills, and you have to learn, and that's the only way you can improve. Today, I don't think I could do anything else. When it comes to my dream role, because I never thought about it, I think every film for me is my Mughal Azam. For me, every film that I do, I put in my heart and soul. So yeah, there's no particular film that I ever thought would be a dream role. They're just all special to me.
Ruhi Jain writes from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. How do you manage such a busy schedule and still look so glamorous all the time?
Yeah, good question, Ruhi. I try and take naps wherever I can. That way I've been blessed. I think I take like power naps in the car, and I'm just a very hyper person, and the coffee doesn't help. But I think I just love what I do. It's truly just the love of my job, I think.
Meghna Punjabi says, Priyanka, you just keep outdoing yourself with films like Fashion, Dostana, Kamine, and now What's Your Rashi? How does this growing popularity and success influence your work and your daily life?
Well, it just puts a lot of pressure, of expectations. I never believed that success has anything to do with, well, of course everybody wants their films to do well, and I believe box office is king. But even if your film does not do well, I think if you've put in an honest day's work and your work is good and it's appreciated, as an actor, that's a huge success for me. And when it comes to my life, I just feel a lot of pressure, but it's exciting to try and live up to people's expectations. I mean, if you guys didn't have expectations for me, I wouldn't be able to do the work that I do, because I'm constantly striving to be better and to have, the audience come out and say, oh my God, you were good in this movie, and you were even better, and oh, we didn't think you could do that, but you did. And so that's something that I work for and live for, and I think the only thing that's changed is the fact that I work even harder now.
Akash Patel loves your chemistry with Shahid Kapoor and Kamine. He wants to know, are you doing any more films with him?
Well, Kamine is a very special film to me too. Playing Sweetie's character was very tough on me because she has a very small part, but it was a very impactful part. And to make her convincing within those 8 or 9 scenes that I had was a huge challenge. And working with Shahid was great. He's a fantastic co-actor, but no, we're not doing anything else as of now.
Hemant from New York has an interesting question for you. What if the roles were reversed in What's Your Rashi, and you had to pick one man out of 12 possibilities? Which one would you choose?
I think I'd be lucky. That would be fun to have my own very little swamber happening. But which one would I pick? Depends on how Harman would have played them, honestly. That would be a tough call because it's really tough for him as well to pick one of me. But I think, I don't know. I don't know if I would be able to pick because of a star sign. I'll just have to see how he plays them out and then take a call. But it would definitely be fun.
Roshni Patel from New Orleans asks, being a Punjabi, how did you prepare for the Gujarati characters because you portrayed them so convincingly?
Wow, thank God you said that. Yes, being a Punjabi was very difficult. Even in Kamine to play the Maharashtrian character and now in What's Your Rashi to play all 12 Gujarati girls. I have a few friends who are Gujarati, but I was never really exposed to Gujarati culture. But through this film, I had a lot of help when it came to Ashu sir and when it came to a whole team that was set for me to help me with my Gujarati accent if I needed it, or because some of the girls are hate Gujarati. So that was, to make that convincing was a bit tough, but you had to work on it, and I'm glad you feel it was convincing. Thank you.
Kunal Ahuja loved your work in fashion, and he wants to know, are there any similarities between the fashion and the movie world?
Well, first of all, fashion was never a documentary on the fashion fraternity, so I'm glad it's your favorite movie, but please do not think that that's how the fashion industry in India is. We've shown the good and the bad in the film and fraternity, the fashion fraternity, and with all industries, that's how it is. I mean, there's both sides to the coin. And when it comes to the film industry, depends on what side you actually see, the kind of people that you're really exposed to, because you could meet fantastic people and at the same time you could meet really bad people. It's a very individual thing. But the film industry is a great place to be in. It really is. Even when I started out, I met the right people and I was very lucky. Of course, whenever you enter any kind of profession, you have to be careful about who you interact with and how you interact. But I've had a great experience being here.
Nazneen Hussain is wondering about that sequel that everybody is talking about. Are you going to be part of Dostana too?
Well, Nazreen, Dostana 1, Dostana, was the story of these three friends. But I had my happy ending in the movie with Bobby. But yes, I will be a part of Dostana 2 to say a little hi and bye, but I will not be an integral part of the movie.
Okay, final question. Gaurav Gupta wants to know if the rumors are true, will you appear in Jay Sean's next music video?
Well, he's a dear friend, and I'm really excited about the fact that Down has done so well for him. But he'd asked me to do Down, but I couldn't at that point because I was shooting for another film. And now he just teases me that he's going to steal me from my set. But as of now, there's nothing official yet, and he's just wishing him luck.
Priyanka, thank you for answering questions from our Facebook fans. Best of luck with Rashi and your upcoming PR Impossible. Want the stars to answer your questions? Join our Facebook group by logging on to facebook.com and search for Asian Variety Show Television Fan Club.